Happy Friday. This is Carolina from State Adventures. It was so lovely to meet you in New York, and I love the concept that you're putting together. So, I wanted to share some itinerary options for your group, and I'm going to start with Argentina here, and then I will have Peru for you as well, because I know we discussed Machu Picchu. We specialize in South America. We have been doing these private trips for the last 19 years, and we have some really wonderful ideas for you as well. With whatever restrictions it is that you shared with me, we were able to incorporate them into the itinerary. So I'm going to share my screen and you'll be able to see the PDF that I'm also going to send you so you can have it in writing as well. And you can tweak it any way you'd like before you share it with your group. And if you'd like, I can make a video for them as well. But this is just for you to understand the logistics, how things work. I'm more than happy to work with you on this itinerary and also travel with you, especially on that first one, so you have a friendly face along with our guides. So for this particular itinerary, we're going to visit Argentina and we'll focus on Buenos Aires and Iguazu Falls. I chose Iguazu Falls because it's such a bucket list item. It's a wonder of the world. It's quite a stunning site, but can really be visited even in a wheelchair with walkers, with canes, because the catwalks are really well done. We can split the group where some people who walk faster can go with one guide and the rest with us. So we have so many options for them here. So this is what the trip would look like. This is what trips with State Adventures look like in general, but of course we tweak it according to your needs. So you're going to take an overnight flight to Buenos Aires. Usually it's overnight, arriving in the morning. It's about 10 hours or 11 hours from New York nonstop. The lovely part about traveling to Argentina and to South America in general is there is no jet lag because we're not changing times. So maybe it's an hour difference for half a year, but in general, it does not affect you. So you're not jet lagged, you're not exhausted. So it really helps. So you're going to arrive on just assuming these are the dates, September 8th, we'll pick you up from the airport. So you're going to go through customs, get your luggage, and my team will be waiting right after the secured area with a big sign for your group, and we'll be ready to pick everybody up, assist with their luggage, take them to the transportation. The transportation will allow at least 2 wheelchairs on board. So we will make sure that everything is up to par to make, to fit the group. And we will have extra porters and things like that to make sure all the luggage is taken care of. And we'll bring you to the hotel. The hotel has guaranteed early check-in. So if we're arriving at 8 in the morning, we'll be at the hotel by 9:30 after luggage and everything. And so we can even have breakfast and then go to the rooms, refresh, rest, make sure everybody's feeling great after their travels. And then we will start with an, late afternoon pickup so we can have a tango dinner and show. So everything that we've chosen on this itinerary, from the hotels to the transportation to the restaurants such as this tango show, they are accessible, and that's why we chose it. So there's not going to be a lot of stairs. There's going to be elevators and things like that. The tables that we will secure for the dinners will be accessible. So this is all very behind the scenes kind of details for you to know. And we will always have extra assistance in case we need them. So La Ventana dinner and show, meal is included, beautiful show is included. It's a great welcome to the city. And the hotel that we chose is the DoubleTree by Hilton, again, because they have great accessible rooms, not a lot of stairs within the hotel. So it's really nice for people who need that extra attention. We do have a alternative hotel, NH Buenos Aires Hotel, and that one also has great room availability, accessibility, and even a pool on their rooftop if anybody wants to enjoy that. And we will stay in Buenos Aires for a number of nights. The first day is the arrival and the tango show. The second day, we're going to split the city into two, the south area and the north area. And again, private guides, private driver, a big bus for our group. We will have lunch along the way, kind of a Buenos Aires traditional tasting tour in the market. We'll visit all the sites in the south area. It takes about 6 hours or so. I mean, we go at your pace, and then we'll go back to the hotel, and then dinner is on your own. We can eat in the hotel. We can find restaurants near the hotel. Of course, we will have all of these suggestions ahead of time. So underneath each day, you see a BL, BLD. That stands for the meals that are already included. So let me know, do you want all the meals included? Do you want some like this at leisure? I find that when I take groups, and even though majority of my clients are FIT, which just means on their own custom trip with our guides, 2 people, 4 people, and so on. When I take groups, I sometimes go along with the groups. I find it that they don't want all the meals included, especially in Argentina when meals are very large, very heavy, very meat centric. So we find it easier for guests to enjoy one big lunch or one big dinner and have the rest of the time maybe get something at the hotel or and have time to rest, have time to go shopping, have time to explore if that is what they want to do. So that is why I did not include all your meals, and I wanted you to be aware why. So the next day, we're going to tackle the north area of the city. Same idea. We're going to go to a traditional bodegon, which is like an old home transformed into a restaurant. It kind of looks like that, maybe mismatched chairs, maybe family photos on the walls. It's a really great atmosphere. And bodegons is where you get those steaks so soft that you can cut them with a spoon. So a big draw for that. And of course, we'll tackle Recoleta Cemetery, all those beautiful areas of the north of the city, about 6 hours again, and then we come back to the hotel. And on our last full day in Buenos Aires, we're going to actually take the group outside of the city to experience the gauchos, which is the local ranchers outside of the city, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours outside. We'll visit a beautiful, charming little village. We'll go to the estancia, which is a working ranch. And at the ranch, we'll have a traditional barbecue lunch outside. This is a beautiful area. It is in South America. It is outside of the city, but there'll be tropical birds in the trees, and gauchos will be dancing and singing and playing on their instruments, and there'll be a pool if anyone wants to go swimming. There'll be horses if anyone wants to ride or go in a carriage ride, which is really nice for your group, so they don't have to feel like they need to. So there's plenty of like little trails and things to enjoy. But the whole idea is to be outside of the city, get to know what life is like on a ranch, and have a fantastic lunch. And then we come back to the city and prepare for Iguazu Falls the next day. So we'll take them to the airport on the 12th. We'll fly them to Iguazu Falls. The flights are included. It's about 2 hours flight. And then we will, I forgot to add a D here, and I will fix that right away. And then we will check them into the hotel. So the majority of the hotels are in a jungle atmosphere, and that is what Iguazu Falls is like. It's very much like a rainforest, tropical birds, lots of wildlife, butterflies all around. So St. George is a nice 4-star property, great rooms, pool, nice area for them to enjoy. And at night, we're going to take them to a jungle restaurant for a traditional jungle dinner. So again, a lot of fun for groups. I always do that with my groups. Let me know if you want to upgrade the hotel to something 5-star. Let me know if you want that wow factor. We can do a hotel that's right in the park with views of the falls. There's only one like that. It was a lot more expensive, but if that's something that you think your clients will enjoy, we can definitely do that. And then in Iguazu Falls, we're going to focus on the Argentina side on September 13th. So we're going to spend the full day exploring the catwalks, enjoying the falls, going under the falls. You get really wet in some of the catwalks. There is no boat ride because the boat ride is not accessible. So we can split the group here, maybe after lunch, and then the people who are done or who need the extra accessibility will be taken back to the hotel, and we can do an additional excursion in the afternoon with a great adventure boat ride, which goes under the falls. Now, this is only for people who do not need extra assistance. They need to be able to get into and out of the boat on their own. So let me know what you think about that. And we will have lunch inside the park. It's a huge restaurant. It's a great place to enjoy for everyone to taste some goodies. It's like a buffet style, but they have barbecue and all kinds of stuff. And then on the last day, on September 14th, we're going to cross over into the Brazil side of the falls. So we will need visas. And visas are just an e-visa. You go online, you pay $80, you get your document, and you bring it with you. And the reason we like to go on the Brazilian side of the falls is because you get to see all the falls all at once. And that's such a nice feature because you don't get to see that on the Argentina side. On the Argentina side, you're very close to the falls, you get under the falls, there's catwalks, but you never get to see all the falls at once like you do on the Brazil side. So I always suggest doing that. There's also beautiful birds on the Brazil side. So it's a really nice way to end the trip. And then from there, we take you to the airport and you fly home. So on the Brazil side, there's an airport, IGU, and you can fly home from there, usually via Sao Paulo. Or we can return to the Argentina side and fly home from IGR. So there's two airports here. We can discuss all these logistics later. So that is what the trip looks like. Of course, we can tweak it in any way. We can change hotels. We can add Patagonia. We can add Mendoza, which is the wine region. So it all depends on what your interests are. There are many, many different ways we can explore Argentina, but I wanted to show you what those logistics would look like, how we will assist you to make sure the trip is perfect for solo after 60. And I just didn't mention that single rooms are included throughout. So I'm sending you the pricing to your email. Please review it. Let me know your thoughts. And I look forward to working together. Thank you so much.